Okay, today's exercise is on the left hand. The left hand obviously changes the notes. There will be exercises on different finger patterns coming up. How to place your fingers, however, that's what this lecture is about. So, what you want is that you place your fingers always round, that they come from above. Avoid doing this, but have a nice round fingers. Bring the elbow to the right side of the fingerboard, yeah? So your wrist has to stay straight and the fingers have to stay round. Now, one of the first exercises I tend to give my students is just to pluck each string, but make sure that nothing moves. If you're a parent and you want to help, you can place a thumb between this edge of the violin there and the wrist, and then hold the wrist in place. So the movement has to come from inside the hand. Yeah? Make sure that all the fingers stay round. It's about teaching them to have a round approach to the string. Avoid the collapse of the fingers, because then you have to squeeze much harder in order to make a nice sound. You want to give them a chance to relax as much as they can, and the more relaxed they are, the easier it is to use different finger patterns. Later on, you need flexibility, you have to be able to move. Yeah? So what I suggest is that you do every single pluck loudly 3 times on each string, so you work your way through all the fingers on one string, then you go on to the next string, the next string, the next string. Just to give them this round approach to the string, yeah, rather than just squeeze. Make sure the thumb supports the neck, yeah, don't grab, because then when you squeeze on both sides of the violin, it becomes really difficult to do this. So you support the neck, you have space between the hand and the neck, the fingerboard here, and then you just move one finger at a time and make sure they can control which string on which finger lands, yeah? So you need that control, that claw-like movement. Later on, when you actually just place your fingers, it's identical, except for you're not going to pluck, you just leave your finger on top of the string. Yeah? Okay, that's the first part of how to hold your fingers on a violin. Now, once you have the round approach, speed of attack also matters. So I then let kids, very simple, place the fingers on the string. You have to hear it. And make sure that your hand stays as relaxed as possible. Yes, you need some power, but there's lots of space in between those bursts of power to stay relaxed. Always make sure the wrist stays straight. Make sure you don't allow this. Often I see when they go for a second finger, you see this happening. Learn to move the fingers from the hand, yeah? Those are the first 2 exercises I would recommend you do before you start putting things together with the bow and the left hand. Yeah, so these are warm-up exercises, preparatory exercises for both violin and viola. It's the same techniques that you're going to need. It's find control without tensing up. Okay? Good luck with that.